Your team is only as good as the amount of time and leadership that you spend with them, right? I hired Karen, who's my very first virtual assistant in turnkey acquisitions. And I gave her like a job of making this spreadsheet with like owners and like whatever it is that we had her do, right? And she worked on the spreadsheet, and like she sent me the spreadsheet like the next week, and it was like the most beautiful spreadsheet in the world. And I was like, oh my god, it's like amazing spreadsheet. It's like so organized. And I was like, man, this is amazing spreadsheet. And I was like, let's give her some more tasks and see if she could do this. And I started giving her like a couple more little tasks, really testing her, and she just did like super awesome on like all these tasks that I was giving her. And it had to do with like all the stage one stuff. Whatever came up, and I was like, look, I ain't got no time for that. Let me just delegate that to her. And so over the course of maybe 1 or 2 months, I really kind of got a feel for, how she worked and what her expectations were and what mine were. And did she live up to them? And stuff. And was she open to like working with me? And then after a couple months of doing some tasks, then I said, would you be interested in calling owners? Because she had kind of like a customer support background. She did like and she's from the Philippines, right? So like, and then they do a lot of like phone stuff, and so they do a lot of customer support. And she was totally okay. She was totally okay with calling owners. And her English was not like perfect, but it was okay. And the thing is like she's been working with me now for almost 2 years, like a year and a half. Her English is like super good now. It's like, yeah. And she speaks English very, very well. So like you just have to have patience with virtual assistants. The truth is, and I tell this to Pete, I tell this to all my students, your team is only as good as the amount of time and leadership that you spend with them, right? Because if you just never meet them and just expect them to do stuff, then it's not going to be as good. But I meet with all my virtual assistants every week, and I work with them and make sure that they're always growing, they're always changing, we're updating stuff, we're getting better on the phones, this kind of stuff. So anyway, so that's basically what it is. I hired the virtual assistant to build the list. And then after she built the list for a few months, then I started doing cold calling, right? So stage one was I had her build the list. And then stage two was cold calling. And then we started really working on her calling owners to see if from the list that she has, if the owners wanted to get an offer. That was it. I was like, just call them up, and then also you can just look on the website and see if there's an email. You can email them. I set her up with JustCall. I don't know if you guys have heard of JustCall, but this is like a JustCall. Just Call, but there's all kinds of them. Is the phone system, and it's called JustCall. Okay, so you can change. I set her up with JustCall is what I did. So JustCall is the phone system where you can call out. And the reason I like JustCall is because it records the call, so I can listen to them. But you're not really supposed to do that. But I did it anyways. And then that way I could listen to see if she was okay on the phone and stuff. And so now you have access to JustCall, but there's like a plethora. There's CallRail, there's like Ring Central, there's all kinds of stuff that you could use. And then she started calling the owners, and this is when she started like really getting some traction. She started finding owners that wanted offers. Right. And I would say, look, just call them up and just say, look, I work with Stacy, and like we own X amount of storage facilities. We're trying to find some more storage facilities. So my question to you is, would you be interested in getting an offer from us? Like that's Stacy's looking to buy more facilities in your area. And so that's what she would do, is just call owners and stuff. And she started finding owners, she started getting leads, really is what it was. Okay. And so together we would run the deal analysis. Together, we would work on how to do the deal analyzer and put all the information into the deal analyzer. And it took her like, a couple of months to get the hang of it, because it's hard to learn. But, she really started getting very good at filling out the deal analyzer. And the deal analyzer is really not that difficult, but for her to know if it's a good deal, that was kind of the hard part.
Hey everybody, this is Stacy here. Thank you so much for watching this video. I am here to teach you how to get your foot into this industry. You're watching this video because you want to learn how to get started in self-storage investing, or maybe you own facilities and you want to be a better manager, a better owner. That is what I do, is I teach people how to do that. So please like this video and also subscribe, hit the subscribe button, because that's what YouTube wants. So in order for me to get out the word on how to get started in this industry, I really need your help. Again, I appreciate you listening to me, and I'm here to help you on this journey, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.